How about a little garage tour tonight? Got the old GMC in here, do a little work. I parted out an 02 Yukon Denali a few months back. Got the temperature and compass rearview mirror. Getting that installed here. Got temperature sensor to put in. It actually wasn't bad. Maybe I'll just leave that there in the hole. We'll get it mounted somewhere up here in the front. This thing's got a 350 in it. I think it's bored 40 over. I did some horse trading for this engine with a friend of mine. Runs great. The old girl just really goes down the road nice. 93 TBI accessory bracket kit on it. Vortec heads, little shorty headers. 33 1250 15s. Yes, I had to grind a lot off the brakes to get them to clear. My dad built this bed. We've used and abused this bed over the years. It was on our farm truck, but gave a little new life here recently. Repainted it, cleaned it up, put some LED corner lights on it, modernized it a little bit. A little John Deere Spitfire we just picked up over weekend. It's a 340, 1980. It's gonna need all new fuel lines. The pickup there at the bottom of the tank, the grommet's bad, weeping, so I don't want to mess with that. Be catching on fire. We'll talk about that thing in a minute here. Here's the other Spitfire. This one's been in the family since the early 80s. Fresh rebuild on the motor, hardly any hours on it. Just put crank seals in it last weekend. All new fuel lines. I rebuilt the carburetor last winter. Hoping for a little bit of snow so we can enjoy it. Don't mind all the clothes and stuff. We went sledding last weekend and I washed my Yukon in here and towel laying there to dry off. You know, stuff. So this is my 81 Trans Am 301 car. Nothing fancy, but it does have a shaker hood. Did a cam swap. Was trying to adjust valves on this thing and just they were running down all the way down. I couldn't figure out what was going on. Finally just bit the bullet and pulled it apart and found 4 different lifters. The keepers had popped out and this thing was coked up. I mean, full of sludge. I'm guessing this guy put Pennzoil on this thing, warmed it up on Saturday in the driveway, looked at it for a little while, sit back in his chair and sipped on a Busch Light and just enjoyed looking at it. I don't blame him. This thing's cool. I've honestly sit back and just looked at it myself with a beer in my hand. Guessing he got it good and hot, sitting in the driveway, shut her off, just let it sit there. Maybe drove it down the block to the car wash, turn around, drove it back home. Never changed the oil. It was nasty, folks, just gross. I cleaned it up best I could, used my shop vac, cleaned the upper end out. All the oil patches are clear. Drained the pan, put some sea foam in the pan, cleaned the bottom of it out. Actually, from what I can see with my inspection camera, it come out way cleaner than I thought it would. This thing's not original paint everywhere. It's been painted on here and there. It's been kind of, you can see that little haze right there. Not just dust, that's garage dust, don't mind that. You can see that little haze in the paint. It's had a little bit of work done, but that's okay. It's old work. Window tint. Looks like I did this myself. This is awful, but no, I bought it this way. Gonna scrape that out. Favorite thing about this car is how weathered and awesome this bird looks. Just looks so cool. But yeah, that's what's going on in the garage. And get after this thing, see what we can do.